What is going on, people? What is going on, man? This is Monday. As y'all already know, it is Kicking It with Kstylzz. Hold on, my bad, yeah. Okay, there we go. So, hey, what's going on, people, man? We done made it through the bye week. And I know as Falcon fans, we had really nothing to watch as far as anything significant outside of Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia Tech was on the bye, and the Atlanta Braves. So, how we doing today, people? How we doing? How are y'all doing this evening? I want to know how did y'all feel about not having no Falcons football for the bye week? Because I know for a lot of fans it was like, oh Lord, can I make it through the week? But you know what we do, and don't worry about it. It ain't just a solo dolo show. Or is it? But you know what we got to do? It's time for the real roll call. That's for the people that's new on here. That's the shout outs before the show starts. Like I said, we got Mr. Fred Butts in the building. We got Atlanta Nation. We got Cartier Walker representing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got Joseph Thornton. We got Lowski, Mr. Motivator, Jerry Bowie. We got Asia Green. We got Pole DTV. We got Michael Walker, Brandon Kahuna, Tony Wright, and the homie King Quest 710, Lyrics Mom. And we're going to do the last one right here, the last couple ones right here, and that's going to be V and Trauma Locks. Like I said, definitely appreciate everybody tuning in right now. I know we're going to get a lot more in here. But very, very interesting, very interesting. Hey, I see somebody in the back. Are we ready? Oh, y'all know this food. Hold on, I'm trying to get it. Now, you know this food couldn't be off for more than one day. So you see who it is. It's your boy, the sixth. Not the sixth. The great one himself, Mr. Mike.
What up? What up?
Man, boy, what's going on, Mike? What's going on, Mike? You just missed the real roll call, so we get that out. Roll call. But what you got? What you want to say to the people, man, before we get started?
Man, even people like me need a little bit of time to kind of get ish together, man, so we can keep giving you guys nothing but the best Falcons content around. Y'all already know how we do it, man. But hey, man, 3 days, a 3-day absent, absolutely no content whatsoever for me. Oh boy, that's every 2 years you'll probably get there from me. So that's probably the last time y'all ever see that.
God, man. Well, we already know, boy. We hard working men here. We hard working. But like I said, all right, Mike. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. Jack Savage, Dreddy, what's going on? Clay Melton, Toxic Falcon. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. We're gonna start off with a couple Falcons news. As y'all know, Mr. Calvin Ridley is expected to be back for the team this week after his personal issues that caused him to miss the London game last week. I don't know if a lot of people have heard, but it's more so they're keeping it in-house, so they're not really telling anybody what happened. So, Mike, how do you feel? Like I said, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna just go to a Bruce Lee method. If y'all can comprehend that.
Yeah. So basically, hopefully he got his Zen game back in the.
He got his Zen game back. I'm gonna just leave it like that, because if I tell y'all what's really on my mind, you know, it might be a civil war in Atlanta Falcon Nation.
Not a civil war.
A civil war. Hey man, look, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't like it, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna just give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't like how superstars. Now he's a superstar on this team. Whether he like it or not, he's a superstar. He's the guy that they look up to. So at the end of the day, take your one personal day off, 1 week personal off, and get your ass back on the grind. And I'm gonna just keep it as simple as that. I ain't got time to be hearing about you and whatever issues. Like I said, as long as it's I kind of got into it. I kind of got into a little debate early today, because like I think people think I'm a little bit too hard. But I just don't. At the end of the day, this is how I feel, and I'm just stop beating around the damn bush. I'm gonna just say it like this. At the end of the day, you got to understand that you are no longer you when you decide to sign on that dotted line to become an NFL player. This is completely different when we talk about college and high school players. When you decide to hit the NFL and you decide to write your name on that contract, you are no longer you. You don't belong to you. You belong to the team and you belong to the players. Whether we like it or not, or we want to admit it, you are no longer you. Your feelings and all that type of stuff, you make sure you straight. But at the end of the day, your behind works for the people who pay your tickets, pay for your tickets, pay to come see you, the teammates that depend on you, the organization that depend on you to help them sell more tickets. That's the reason why they drafted you. That's why they traded. That's why they signed you, because you're there to help them. And when you're not there to help them, whether we like it or not, that's where your obligation should be, is to make sure that the team, or you're there for your team the best way you possibly can. And like I said, if you had an issue or issues, that should have been done, and things happen, but that should have been something that you settled in the offseason. That's like, I'm just gonna stop beating around the bush. I don't like it. I don't like when NFL, especially a big time player like Calvin Ridley, is taking weeks off. I don't like it. If you're gonna take a week off, you can get the hell off my team. And I'm gonna just keep it like that.
So basically what you're saying is you feel like he did the diva privileges over there.
Look, I'm just gonna call a spade. I believe so. I'm just gonna keep it like that. I have no evidence, and this is pure speculation, and this is just rumors and my personal opinion. You guys probably think completely different from me, but I don't like it when superstar players, like whether they like it or not. Like I said, whether you like it or not, and whether we like it or not, he is a superstar on this team. Players depend on him, and when he's not there, guess what? They're gonna suffer. So that's where I feel like.
Well, I can kind of see it from that point, only because we don't know what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
So what it is by having that issue like that, it kind of leaves that door open or what is the reason behind it. So everybody kind of have this mentality of, oh, maybe he just don't like the system, or maybe he just can't handle the pressures of being the number one, or hell, those drops probably kind of hurt his psyche just a little bit more than we thought.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, if it's one of those cases, and Mike would attest to this, if that was one of those cases where it was a family thing and it was a family issue that he had to take care of first and foremost, yeah, like I said, that we definitely see that, because like I said, at the end of the day, your NFL career is only as long as only lasts as long as you can play it. Your family's forever. So you got to take care of that first and foremost. But only thing I'm gonna say about this is it's gonna be very interesting on how he's gonna be implemented in his offense with coming back, because remember now, and we've said this right after the game, the London game against the Jets. It was like I said, it was like Calvin really wasn't even out there. It looked like the same offense. Now, well, it's going to be one of those cases where they're going to continue that type of game plan to where they'll utilize more Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst and Lee Smith as like primary focal points, and allow Calvin Ridley to kind of be that slot guy, to be that guy that benefit from those outs and flags and outside comeback routes and stuff that he like to run in the slot. Because I know a lot of people that's looking at his situation is like, okay, that's fine that you come back. But like Angela Green, she had this comment here. She said she saw a Facebook comment and said Ridley better have given his hands a pep talk.
Yeah.
So
I think it's, like I said, I really do. It could very well, and more than likely, it is a family issue. So, like I said, I don't want to be insensitive to that. Like, I'm not insensitive to that, because it's things bigger than football. But when they're quiet on the issue, and we as football fans and as people, we got to jump to the worst case scenario is him just being a diva. Let's just be real. That's just how things are. When we see players taking weeks off, it better be something family related, because if it's not, people not gonna want to hear that. I don't want, like, his teammates not gonna want to hear that, because guess what? Some of these players aren't as talented as he is. And that's why I say it's bigger. You are no longer you when you sign on that dotted line, because everybody's not a Julio Jones. Everybody's not a Matt Ryan. Everybody's not Tom Brady, and they depend on you to help them get numbers. You know what I'm saying? To help them get paid. So as far that's concerned, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, you got to understand that who you are now, you are mega star for the Atlanta Falcons. For the Atlanta Falcons, and the players and your teammates depend on you. So it has to be an issue, you know, with his family. That's what I'm thinking. Right.
And Mondi had a comment here. He said, I think from here on out, Kyle Pitts is going to be our primary receiver. What you think? I think they're going to take, like I said, you're going to see it kind of phase into that a lot more. You saw it against the Jets. I think there's going to be something they're going to look at. They've been incorporating more Kyle Pitts throughout the season. It just culminated more so into the Jets game because you had no other choice. But they saw it. They like I say, this is a possible gem that can happen. But damn, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm gonna be honest with you. I forgot what I was going to say.
Hey, you pulling the man mic now.
Stuff happened, boy. Like I said, So, I know what I was going to say. So is that one of those cases where the team not really explaining why he doing, is them trying to show that respect for privacy for Calvin Ridley? So it could be one of those things where, I know this team has my back right now. They're not fronting me off in front of everybody. Like, this would be some like Jerry Jones type shit where he front your whole goddamn family out. But so do you think it's more so of that, to where, the Falcons, they know what's going on. It might be a personal issue. Like I say, either it's a family issue or it just might be a psychological, mental issue. And they're like, take care of that. we're gonna play without you, but we're not gonna tell nobody what the hell happened. So do you think it's kind of like that building trust with Calvin Ridley, and now Calvin Ridley plays a lot harder now? I ain't gonna say play a lot harder, but play more consistently, play bigger, play a bigger role.
It's hard to say because there's mixed messages, because we're seeing from Arthur Smith, like he has no sympathy for what Calvin Ridley, especially when him not playing up to his level. He's not making excuses for him. It's like Calvin Ridley know what we expect, and he doesn't want to talk out. So it makes me believe that there's a deeper issue, maybe him mentally, or him just like deciding whether he want to be all in as far as this scheme is concerned. That could be the case, or it could be the case, like you said, the Falcons just respecting his privacy, mentally. Maybe he is going through something. But again, when you stay quiet like this and nobody knows anything, this is what you get. Like at the end of the day, this is what we get from this. Is that most Falcons fans ain't trying to hear that shit. They not trying to hear this bullshit talking about he ain't playing this week. Look, we need your ass to play. Most fans ain't trying to hear we ain't trying, like, you better put some stick on your hands or something, goddamn. You need to get on this field. Like most fans are thinking like that. They ain't trying to hear nothing about what you going through. They ain't trying to hear your ankle hurt. They ain't trying to hear none of that stuff. And that's what most fans feel. So one of the reasons why I feel like, it could be both, quite frankly. It could be the Falcons just being a respectable organization, keeping his issue quiet, or they just don't want something to get out. We also seen this with Julio Jones. We had no idea that Julio was doing all this stuff until it all came out. So it's the Falcons just want an organization you just won't never know until everything comes to an end.
But yeah, like I said, Jamarius 58, he said, I'm growing more confident with this squad because we're looking better every week to whether we can do with or without Ridley. And the one thing I will say about that, especially when you don't have really like one of your best players on there, you could tell a team's mentality based on if they don't have their best player. Because if you looked at the beginning of the season, even though we are 2-3, you have to think about the national attention. They were thinking without Julio Jones, this was an 0-6 team going in 0-5 team going into the bye week without Julio Jones alone. So you're kind of seeing you're like I said, the Falcons have to play much better as far as the overall product. But like you said, I rather like he said, they're getting better each week, and I think that's what a lot of the fans are kind of like. Okay, I see where it's going, but we got to be consistent, and that's everybody. That includes Matt Ryan, that includes Calvin Ridley, Cordero Patterson, Debo, Grady Jarrett, AJ Terrell. Everybody got to be consistent. But here's a question here. We're going to talk about Bills and Titans tonight. We're going to see who got who. I see y'all already started on that now. But Keyshawn Vlad here said, y'all think we should trade Ridley for Justin Jefferson? Minnesota ain't getting rid of Justin Jefferson. Do you know how much you're going to have to give up to get Justin Jefferson? They like him too much. Ain't no way in hell.
I don't think that's happening.
And plus, I'm not gonna give up Calvin Ridley until if he shows no improvement in this offense, that's the only way you're gonna get rid of Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, honestly, I think. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only way. That's the only way I would see the Falcons ever getting rid of Calvin Ridley if he shows no improvement in this offense whatsoever. So if he's continuing dropping passes, not getting open and stuff like that, that's the only way that they'll trade him. But we, like I said, he got a couple more games to find out if he really is not the fit for this offense or he just had a bad few weeks mentally. I'd rather find that out before the trade deadline than just trading him up right, and then all of a sudden now the next guy you getting might not fit in this offense neither. So we don't know. So I'm not giving up on Calvin really that easy.
I actually think Calvin really is better than Justin Jefferson. That's just me. I think he's better, so I'm not doing that regardless. Even if he is, I think you can get a better athlete. I think you can get a better receiver. I think Justin Jefferson is a product of that system, that West Coast system. And like, not to say he's not a good receiver, but I've seen him against the Falcons, and I really have not seen. I mean, we saw him against the Falcons' worst defense that set what they were the fifth. They gave up the fifth highest passing yards and
most pass yards in NFL history.
And he didn't really do anything. I saw Cook was Cook was doing his thing, but I don't think he's better than Calvin Ridley. So I'm not making that trade either way. Even if Calvin Ridley is doing it, I'm not doing it.
Hold on, before we get to the next topic, I got to hit this comment. Reggie C2K. Wait, no, it was Malik Holmes. He said, the moment when Baker Apple turnover Mayfield gets more coverage than Matt Ryan the last 3 weeks. I mean, that's what we've been saying. Like, if you take away that running game in Cleveland, you're going to see the real Baker Mayfield. And we've seen the real Baker Mayfield. Don't let Skip Bayless fool y'all. And talking about Baker Mayfield is the next coming of Steve Young. Ain't no way in hell.
Bruh.
And then this motherfucker got more commercials than he does wins, bro. I'm just saying.
Come on, man. Come on. Let's stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield can't even keep his shoulder in the damn socket. So how the hell he gonna be?
I was about to say, well, old boy that said that Baker Mayfield was better man. We ain't seen him in a month.
Right.
We ain't seen him in a month. Like Baker Mayfield. Bro, y'all better realize what they do over there in Cleveland. They play defense and run the ball. That's what they do.
He checked down. He's an elite check down.
But there's nothing wrong with that though. Like I said, we always say here, and then like I said, we see Patrick Mahomes. They still winning, but you see him throwing interceptions left and right now. But it's every player, and we always say every player is a product of the system of the system, regardless of what position he plays. But let's go and get to this next topic. I mean, like I said, Baker Mayfield is who we thought was who I thought he was. Just a commercialized. I ain't even gonna say that. Even that's damn disrespectful. I was gonna say a commercialized Trent Dilfer, but I was like, nah, that's even too disrespectful. I can't do that. Nah. Yeah. So
what, Brad Johnson? I think I'll just.
Oh yeah, I'll give it Brad Johnson. Maybe a little bit. Nah.
Brad wasn't trash, but he wasn't good. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel you on that. Yeah, I can give him that. Yeah, little commercialized Brad Johnson. I know Cartier probably in here like, oh boy, don't you do that. Like, oh, don't you do that.
Man, look, I like Brad, but he was Brad Johnson. I'll just say that.
Yeah, he didn't stand out or nothing. So, but he just got the job done. But let's get to the next topic, man. Caleb McGary placed on the COVID reserve list. So, if some that don't know what that means, he's potentially going to be out this week unless he passes the COVID test. If he don't pass it this week, he's going to be out this week. If he don't pass it next week, he's going to be out next week. So, what do you think would be the how do you think this team would be without Caleb McGary if he doesn't play? What do you think? What do you think would be the adjustment? Because I know you don't want to take Jalen Mayfield out that left guard spot right now. He's playing too well there.
I think Spriggs is pretty good. I don't think Spriggs will be that much. And now we're kind of seeing the importance of Matt Gunno to this team because he is a guy that you can plug in right, left, tackle, both tackle position, potentially play guard also, the right guard position. So we kind of seeing that depth as far as his importance to the team is. But at the current, at the moment, I'm not messing with Mayfield. He got way too much confidence playing left guard to move him out of it and play right tackle. And last time I saw him, even if it's preseason, he just did not look like he was capable of keeping up with that speed on the outside. Inside is different. You got help, but he was getting beat on the outside. And he doesn't have to worry about that when he's playing guard, getting beat on the outside. It's more so, having to deal with the physical strength and guys like Grady Jarrett, who's not only strong, but they're quick. So I'm not messing with Mayfield. I'm putting Spriggs out there. I'm just not doing it.
Okay. Because I know Josh Andrews got activated off the IR. I'm not putting him in the game no time soon right now.
Right. I'm not touching it.
Nah. Like I said, he can just be reserves right now as far as just being like backup lineman. But I don't know. I don't know how he'll play. I don't know if they'll throw him at the tackle spot. I doubt it because, like you said, Spriggs might kind of look like he might be that guy to start that right tackle spot. I would want somebody that's there that had that camaraderie in practice to, okay, I know what these guys are capable of. Because we got to remember that's what the offensive line is all about. It's just like soccer. That it's like soccer is like pretty much like the offensive line is a team sport within itself because you got to know, okay, I know what this guy's tendency is, so I'm gonna have to probably play a little closer to if I know he can't beat the outside and vice versa. That's what it's all about. And that's how you win in the trenches. You got to have the best 5 guys who played the best 5 game together. I don't think that made any sense coming out of my mouth. It sounded good when I was thinking about it, but then I hear it. But yeah, that's how they're gonna want to attack it. Like you said, you put somebody that's already got. Hey, shout out to Jew Talk Sports. He's in the chat. Make sure y'all show him some love over there. And also call on Tyrone. Call him. But yeah, I'm not, like I said, we just have to find out who's gonna be the starting right tackle. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But and here the Mad Monk said it right here. If you're missing one offensive lineman, you have no lineman. That sounds simple. That sounds simple the way he said it, but that is absolutely true. Like I said, you do not want to mess that chemistry up right now.
Yeah, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping the guys where they at the moment.
Right. William A.B. said, I thought everybody got just because you get vaccinated does not mean you can't catch it. We got to remember that. Vaccination does not mean automatic immunity towards the C-19. Because if you say COVID or something, well, damn it, I said it. If you say something like that, some of the bigger channels like that usually get their stuff flagged or taken down if you say that. So, but you know what? D. Coleman just brought up what I was going to talk about too. And I want to definitely get your damn reaction on this because I was looking at it like, Really?
I saw it. I saw it. I know who the more. Go ahead.
I think we know who the one that put it out. We're not gonna say the name.
I'm not gonna say his name. But
right.
I know who put out that crap.
I do too. I saw it too. I like, oh, wait a minute. I want to ask people in the chat. I want to ask the people watching. Do y'all think we should trade Grady Jarrett right now? Because it's very interesting that we talk about we want to win, but is this a move that's going to pertain to winning? That doesn't look like that. That's a move that if you're trying to tank right there. Even when we said about the Julio thing, like a lot of people said about the Julio thing, well, you traded Julio, you're not looking about winning. You're not looking at winning. You trade Grady Jarrett, you definitely ain't thinking about winning. But nah, man, I think that's just one of those cases because it was the bye week and there wasn't really much to talk about. So everybody just put some random ass narrative out there just to get people talking about the Falcons.
There's a lot of copycat motherfuckers out here. There's a lot of copycat motherfuckers out here. And people jump on the board when they see somebody say something outlandish and dumb. They want to come up with even dumber narrative so they can get their name in the news. And I don't give a damn about getting my name in the news. I want to report things that are absolutely true, things that make sense. I'm not putting together a damn scenario to trade one of your best fucking defenders off the defense. You trying to build a damn defense. Why would you trade Grady Jarrett?
Oh,
what are we talking about?
Look at this comment. He said, unless Tyler Davidson is the second coming of Aaron Donald. Hell no.
Who else do we got? It don't make any sense. You got Dante Fowler, who's about to be a free agent. We don't know what the hell Marlon Davidson is. We don't know if we're gonna bring back a 4-year-old Olakun. Dion is stuck here. So why would you say that? What are we talking about? It gotta make sense. And I would much rather say, okay, let's trade Matt Ryan. At least that would make somewhat sense because he's 37. I can understand it. But the Falcons are rebuilding. They're retooling their defense, not rebuilding. The Falcons are retooling a defense. But let's trade away. It's like, all right, it's just like this. It's like this. The Rams have Aaron Donald, but they have Jalen Ramsey, okay? Let's trade Aaron Donald. Jalen Ramsey is younger than Aaron Donald, but let's just trade Aaron Donald. Trade Debo. We're not just even saying trade Debo. We didn't say trade Foyer. We said trade Grady Jarrett. Just make sense. It gotta make senge. People bring up all these narratives because of money and salary cap and Grady Jarrett. But how does that make any freaking sense? You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense.
Yeah, Marcus, I did smell that. And it stank too, boy. But nah, like I said, if you're trying to if you're trying to build a new identity, you wanna keep your main horses for this identity, which is what we're seeing right now is ball control offense. It's not predicated on throwing the ball down the field, and it's predicated on trying to get a defensive minded team. Even though the defensive pass rush has been inconsistent, this is what we talk about: consistency. The main thing is consistency. You don't get rid of one of your dogs just because.
He's one of the best. He's the top 5 defensive lineman. The hell would everybody think? Grady Jarrett is a top 5 defensive lineman in disrupting just the offense. The dude is just amazing.
Right.
But again, I want if you talking about, see, my thing is things like that. When you say stuff like that, you're saying let's rebuild without actually saying rebuild, and like that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. It has to make sense. Like it has to make sense. Trading Grady Jarrett when you don't have a Jordan Davis, a guy that's in college, you have nobody to replace him. Who's going to replace? That's my thing. We don't have anybody that's going to replace his. Even if you draft a guy, we've seen Parade Year, we've seen Jamal Anderson, we've seen Tack McKinley, Vic Beasley,
Malachi Goodman, Jonathan Massaquoi.
That's what I'm talking about.
Chad Lavallee. Yeah.
Like who we got to replace Grady? So you just throwing like let's just trade Grady just because we want some picks.
Because the thing that they was trying to say was because Grady's not really getting the type of sack, which is the downfall of his game. He doesn't really get a lot of sacks. But the thing is, he's still an anchor on your defense. Like I said, his problem is finishing, but anybody that's getting consistent pressure like that and at least putting hits on people we don't even talk about tackles for losses.
Yeah. He's always top 3 in tackles for losses. Always.
Right. So and Asia over here crazy talking about trade Dante Fowler for a dirty tampon. I'm like, oh my goodness. Hey, Asia. Hey, really, Asia, you really gonna do that?
I just wanted to make sense. You know what I'm saying? You can make the case for trading Dion. You can make the case for trading Foyer. You can also make the case for trading Calvin Ridley or even Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? You can make those cases. But when you talk about Grady Jarrett, when you don't have anybody there, and we all stated over and over again, it begins and ends up front. So why would you get rid of one of your anchors up front when you don't have anybody to replace him? So like that's why I was like, it's cool and all to come up with these scenarios, but at the end of the day, we got to make it make sense. I don't see how trading Grady Jarrett makes any sense whatsoever.
I was about to say, because us Falcon fans, we know what it felt like when one of your best players got released, i.e. Deion Sanders. Because they didn't want to give him a Snicker bar.
All right.
And Trammell, he's in here, Saint fan in here. He said, I see the Falcons won the bye week. I was about to say, so did the Saints. So hey, we even. Until about 3 weeks from now, we're gonna find out who really the dogs between the two of us. But oh man. Flint said I'd trade Stephen Bean for a bag of chips.
Hey man. I'll trade him for I'll trade him for some Cracker Jacks.
But yeah, like I said, I think like and we talk about this like Grady, and one thing about Grady needs a partner that he can play off of. He hasn't had that since Dontari Poe and Jonathan Babineau. Those were the two guys that he played well off of. You haven't had that. Man, there's been about going on 4 years since you really had anybody like that for him to play off of. Because as much as like people don't realize, Jonathan Babineau was a big key for our defense when we had him in that Super Bowl run. That was his thing. Like I said, he didn't wow you or nothing, but what we always say, Mike, what we say about it, Mike, those small intricate details, those plays that don't show up in the stat lines that always make the biggest impact. And Mike and Trammell came with the $5. super chat. He said Kstylzz all love and respect, but hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, it's friendly. It's friendly competition. At the end of the day, we are all football fans. And like I said, I'm not saying this because we got the respect right here. At least, like I said, you were consistent when you come on here, so
right. At least, yeah.
we can laugh at we can laugh about it with you and your trash talking us all the time. At least you consistent,
right?
But definitely, God, what was I about to say? Yeah, like Jonathan Babineau was like he did the small intricate stuff as far as maintaining those, occupying those blockers, occupying those two offensive. So Grady could eat. Dontario Poe was the same way. And then, like, ever since Dontario Poe left, who have you had besides Grady on that defensive line to really help him? I can't think of anybody who we know Tyler Davidson ain't it. I think everybody in the football world, Tyler Davidson ain't it for Grady. So that's pretty much interesting here. I'm about to say we go ahead and do the Q&A portion now. Like I said, we're probably gonna be on for another maybe 15, 20 minutes here. We can do a Q&A portion. But while y'all getting y'all questions together, Mike, I saw your tweet about Luke Jackson. We pulled another one out the way, bro. But god damn. We don't need a repeat of last year. That's all I gotta say. We don't need a repeat of last year. Hey, Keyshawn Black, that's what we actually about to talk about right now. What y'all think about the Braves?
Oh, boy. Oh, my God.
Man. I'll tell you. Oh, boy, like I tell you, they fight, boy, but them things, boy, them some heart racing games right there, boy. That's what they do. Like I said, the only thing with the Braves right now, and it's the one thing that kind of got me worried still, is the bullpen management coming up for these next few games. Because remember last year there really was no home field advantage for nobody. We got the advantage. We felt the home field advantage this time. Pitching got to be better. They got to start a little bit better because Ian Anderson, he struggled at first. But that's been his thing, though. He's been like he struggles in the first inning, but then when he comes out the second and third inning, he settles down. I think that's the nerves or something, like when he come in.
Yeah.
Because now it's the expectation of him to do well after that playoff run he had last year. Austin Riley is coming into his own. He's coming into his own, bro. He done already had two big key base hits that literally either tied the game or won the game. But there's one negative though. There's one negative so far. I think Freddie Freeman thinking too much right now because he's striking out like a mug right now. You think he might be thinking a little bit too much or trying to put all the pressure on himself?
Freddie always put too much pressure on himself. So, yes. That's just what he is. He puts a lot of pressure on himself. Right. I saw just this year that I heard how he pushes his teammates to be great. He's like, why y'all sitting around? Why y'all not hitting? Why y'all not doing this? Why y'all not practicing? So, yes, he putting, like, that's just who he is. He's a guy that works hard. He's a Michael Jordan. He's a Kobe Bryant. Those guys just go way overboard with their practice and their regimen. Like, that's just who he is. So, yes, he's putting a lot of pressure on himself. But Freddie going to be Freddie, man. Even when Freddie's just in the lineup, just him being in the lineup is enough because they're pitching around him. And, like, at this point in time, he's just got to find, he'll, like I said, Freddie is gonna be Freddie. Even if he doesn't hit, he's still an asset to this lineup. Because right now, Austin Riley hitting, he hitting great. Albie's just always on it. Like Albie's, I don't think nobody speak too highly on him, but that dude, Albie's just a damn, like that dude is a player. At the end of the day, Albie's is a hell of a player, and I don't think he get enough credit for what he does.
Right.
One thing that is really irritating me, what I just don't like, and I'm never gonna like it until I see either we win a World Series or we fire him. And I think I just gave it over. I think I just gave it up right there. I'm never gonna be happy with Snake until he proved to me that we can win a championship. I'm never gonna be happy because his bullpen, the way that dude be using his bullpen, it's just I like the biggest idiot in the world could do the stuff that he's doing. Motherfuckers be pitching. They could pitch well for most of the game for 2-3 batters, and he'll decide to take him out so he can stick a damn Luke Jackson in the damn game just to be sticking him in the game. That's the stupid shit that he does. That just burns my, like, it really fires me up when he does stupid shit like that. People be going, like Massick, like he can be going all good, and then you just decide to bring in Luke Jackson for what? It's just one more batter. He'll do stuff like that. And then here we go. We can't get another out because Luke Jackson can't throw the damn ball over the damn plate. So it's stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's the main thing we say about Snicker is the bullpen management. That's kind of been the Achilles heel for this team for a while. Right, like I said, right now they're playing well. We just have to see. Well, I ain't gonna say they all playing well, but I'm just saying they doing just enough right now.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that we say about the Falcons too. It's about the consistency. We have to be consistent. Like I said. And Rosario, he's getting on base. Albies at that three spot is actually hitting pretty well. Austin Riley at that 4 spot is something a little different right now. He knocking the dust off that damn thing.
Knocking the boots.
knocking the boots. Hey, shouts out to Noah Tendell. He just got in here. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all check out Atlanta Falcon Nation Wednesday nights at 10:30 with Noah. You want your football fix on Wednesday. I told you, Atlanta Falcon Nation, we got something literally every week.
Every week.
I mean, every day of the week, I meant. I don't know what I'm saying. But let's see. Yeah, like I said, Freddie Freeman, what you want, leader and player. You can see the Dodgers are cautious, and that's the thing. Even with him slumping, you still got to be cautious. But his problem is he's swinging at everything in sight. They literally throwing the ball in the strike zone. He's literally swinging and missing everything right now. But
Freddie has a unique swing anyway. So like just the way he swings, he has an uppercut swing. So all his thing is all about timing anyway. When you got the uppercut swing, it's all about timing. So that's going to happen with Freddie. His timing is going to get off. All it is takes is that one at bat to get him off stride. But when Freddie is on, it's damn near impossible to slow him down.
Right.
He slows himself down. There's not one pitcher in the league that has his number. So it's all with timing with Freddie. Freddie is like he's fragile with his timing, and once it's off, you better pray that he that he find it because it can be a long time.
Exactly. Okay, so we got my player partner right here. Hold on. He said College Boy want us to cover some of that UGA action. UGA versus Snake action.
We got that.
Y'all gonna have a rivalry show at the end of the year.
Yeah.
One of these Monday, one of these Friday, like, oh Lord. But my player part, she said, what do y'all think about Jock Peterson? Sonya said, what do you think? Hey, Jock Peterson, he's kind of filling in that void that Marcel Ozuna was for this team, and that was being that spark plug guy. Like when you looked at this Braves team, the spark plug guys was Ozuna and Acuna. Those are the spark plug guys. They're like Acuna, he's the tone setter. That's why he leads off, even though you would want him with his home run power and ability to bat third or clean up. Acuna is the tone setter. So you don't have that. You got Acuna, who's kind of like the locker room, get the guys together type of guy. And that's what Jock Peterson's role is right now. That's why he got grown-ass men wearing pearl necklaces and shit out here. So that's kind of like he's having fun with the guy. Y'all remember Josh Donaldson? It's kind of like that same thing. With Josh Donaldson. That's what Jock Peterson does. Like I said, Jock Peterson has been playing well. Like I said, just continue. And remember, Jock Peterson was part of that Dodgers team last year that came back and beat the brakes off of us. So
his energy, man. His energy is just infectious.
Exactly. Yeah. When they talk about Jock as a bad bitch, what the fuck is that?
Now he called himself a bad bitch.
He called himself a bad bitch.
He called himself a bad bitch.
He calls himself. He don't give. I'll tell you, he don't care. That's just hilarious. And Dwayne Body said, "I don't know about that. Might want to cover Rambling Red. Hey, we do both around here.
Yeah,
we can do both.
That ain't nothing.
Hey, look, it ain't like it ain't like I'm impervious to every other team. Hell, look, hey, you see who's number 2 in the nation right now, and you see who is the quarterback that I said I like that pushed them to number 2. Well, I would got that ass spanked by Purdue. Yeah. Tyrone talking about who want that UGA smoke. I do, motherfucker. We still beating y'all by 3. And that would be so fitting too. That would be so.
Don't even start. Don't.
We ain't gonna start that. It ain't time. It ain't time for that yet. Tyrone already trying to start, man. We got a $5 super chat. Holla, holla, holla. Say shout out to the Kings of Bird game. My question is, Ridley coming back, how important is his play over the next few weeks before the trade deadline? It's very important. I think it is because, like, if Calvin Ridley doesn't show improvement or doesn't get his mind right as far as, getting over, now I'm the guy they look up to. If he don't do that, they could possibly trade him. That's just one of those things that anything that's just one of those things where it's all up to Ridley. It's all up to him. Do he want it? Do he want to redeem himself? Because if he doesn't, then what's the point of keeping him? Sorry, that's and I'm just saying sorry because it sounded right to say at the time, but yeah.
Because a lot of people just sensitive to the fact that he has personal issues. And like I said, not to be the bad guy, or if I am the bad guy, this is just the way it is. At the end of the day, nobody cares about what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Fans just want to see you catch the ball and run fast. Let's just be real.
Catch the
ball, run fast.
All right.
You play from week to week. That's all they care about. They just want to see you play week to week. Not to saying that, like I said, not to be, insensitive, but at the end of the day, people gonna ask, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" But we need you to play.
All right. So I'm actually glad that this question came up because we got a little bit of Hawks news as well.
Oh yeah.
Da.
We got everything. We got everything.
4 years, $65 million for Kevin Huerter. If y'all don't know what the math equals up to that's about $16 million. Really, for 3 years, a player option. What was it a player option or a team option for the 4th year? I'm trying. I gotta look at that. I think it might have been a player option for the third.
I think it's a player option. I'm thinking it's a player option.
Right. So yeah. Antonio Holloway, what are your predictions for the Hawks season? I expect them to build off what the hell they did last year. Now the biggest difference is going to be now you're not going to surprise anybody anymore. You're not surprising nobody now. So everything is going to be, you're going to have to prove. You got to prove that you belong in this league, this team. Like I said, like the NBA season is going to be different this year because now they done kind of did away with the they don't want to call it the Trae Young draw fouls rule, but that's really what it's called.
That's what it is.
That's basically what it is. Because Steve Nash was the first person that brought that shit up last year. Like I said, if you like Cam Reddish go ahead, he keeps evolving into a player. DeAndre Hunter stay healthy. Like I said, Kevin Huerter, if he plays well. Bogey got to play well. I think we still got Danilo. We still got Gallinari, right?
Mm-hmm.
We still got Gallinari. There's gonna be an interesting. There's an interesting sign of that. I never made a video, but I'm gonna mention it right now, and that's Gorgui Dieng. And this guy right here.
You just stole my. I was just.
I'm telling you, Gorgui Dieng is a big piece for this team because he gives you the big. Because if you look at the Hawks bigs, all of them are undersized. Maybe John Collins, he's still kind of undersized, even though he can jump out the gym. But Gorgui Dieng, it gives you that legit 7-footer that can play some type of defense and give you some offensively.
They needed that physicality because they got beat up by
Joel Embiid.
They got beat up.
Yeah, Giannis. Exactly. But yeah, like I said, he's not a physical guy, but he's a guy that can alter shots. He got a mid-range game, so it's not like a lineup where you put Onyeka Okongwu at center. Onyeka Okongwu can give you those hustle buckets. But offensively, he doesn't really give you a lot of stuff. But he gives you the effort and stuff.
I think they're all going to be better because now you getting Cam and you getting DeAndre.
And like I said,
Trae, you're worried about Trae, but like DeAndre and Cam really finding like Cam is lighting that shit up in preseason right now. That dude playing out of his mind. So now you get those guys,
which I'm proud of that because I've been riding with Cam since he got drafted. I'm glad to see him doing this thing. But like I said, they just have to build off of that. They just have to build off of that because, like I said, now the Hawks got the attention now, and that's what it's going to come down to. I think another key piece on this team. Is those rookies. I mean, if you look at those rookies, they might not play right away, but if you notice with those rookies with like Sharif Cooper and Jalen Johnson, they're basically identical players to John Collins and Trae Young. Only difference is Sharif Cooper is not a shooter. But he gives you the same pace. Jalen Johnson is the same thing as John Collins.
That dude was dunk on you in a half a second.
Exactly. Only thing I say about Sharif Cooper, don't let these Instagram women, because you know them Instagram women floating towards his ass. Woo, don't get PJ Washington out this mug. I'm telling you right now, bro. Keep your head in the game. Goddamn, Brittany Ryan.
Jalen got a little bit more defense. He's a better defender also.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah, Sharif Cooper is a better defender. I think both of them actually are better defenders.
Both of them.
Yeah. So, hey, we showing y'all tonight, but it ain't just Falcon stuff we know around here.
I told you, bro.
We told you, bro.
We loaded around here.
We low. Hey, we talk about it. Like I said, Atlanta United, they still moving up in the rankings right now. So they playing well too.
Like I said, you got Joseph. He at the look, man. That's one thing I do like about what's going on in the city, in the state now, is that all the teams are coming together and supporting each other. And I think that right there is what needs to happen. That we're gonna set a precedent for the fans. The teams got to come together. If we're gonna do this damn thing right, we got to set the standard. So the teams are setting the standard. We're gonna support one another, and I love that.
Exactly, and that's the one thing we don't talk about as well. We worry about the fan interaction. Hell, the damn players are supporting the teams are supporting each other. You see it every day. It's always shouts out to the Hawks from the Braves, and shout out to the Braves from the Falcons and Atlanta United and all these folks. That is they're literally trying to build a culture of togetherness. The fans ain't gonna have the togetherness, but the team said they're going to have the togetherness. And be like, okay, hey, I see you, my boy. Because hell, damn near half of the Hawks roster was at the damn Braves game last night.
Right. Even Big Jordan Davis made an appearance at the Braves.
Right. And that's what you want to do. You have to build that. You have to build that tradition of camaraderie. Keyshawn Vlad came. He said, "Hold on, it was up here. Hold on. I just clicked it and it decided it didn't want to click. Okay, here you go." He said, basically, I think the media is starting to get mad because Georgia sports are doing good this year. Hey, there you go like that. Because we have to remember, Atlanta is kind of taking over as that Hollywood East. Like it was New York, but everybody's moving to Atlanta, moving to Georgia. Really just Atlanta. We ain't even talking about whole of Georgia because nobody give a fuck about this state outside of the city. Right. Let's just be real with that. The furthest out you may give a damn is maybe 15, 20 miles from the city. But that's kind of what it is. I mean,
they don't have stock. Let's be honest. Not a lot of these big corporations have stock here in Georgia as far as like the media is concerned. Like it's I think that's the biggest issue is that a lot of these big companies don't spend money in New York, spent money in Connecticut, spent money in LA, spent money in Texas, and nobody has spent money in Georgia. Now in Georgia, everybody's moving to Georgia, and it's like, damn, we ain't got no piece of that. Let's try to get the Falcons, and it's like, let's get the Falcons, let's get the Hawks. Like they you know, like they don't have a choice now. They gotta pay attention to us now. So I think that's the biggest issue. So that's why they're trying to drive a wedge through, you know, teams and whatnot, and players and teams. So it's like, look, man, at the end of the day, the players and the teams gotta stick together.
Hey, look what Tyrone says that, man, don't do Athens like that. Man, ain't no goddamn celebrity going to live in no Athens. Let's just keep it real. They want to be around the city.
He'll probably go there. Nah, I'm just playing.
But that's how. But like I said, that's just how the city is. We have to realize these sports teams bring in a lot of money for this city, and with all the sports teams, it's all the sponsorships and major companies that back behind it. So for when you have some people that say it'd be better if the Falcons just move out, they just sell Atlanta, the Falcons out of Atlanta. I'm about to say, be careful what you wish for, because that's remember the Falcons is a $3.2 billion organization. You want that $3.2 billion organization out of the city? Think about how much money this city gonna lose.
It's a lot of money.
Exactly. But yeah, I see everybody bringing out the cities now. Still, I like Savannah and Macon too.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't talking about them. We talking about the other places nobody know about.
Right. Yeah. We talking about the Rome Georgias of the world. That's what we talking about.
Exactly. Savannah is a big city here in the state. Savannah, Macon, Atlanta. Those are three major cities here in the state of Georgia that are tourist attractions.
Mm-hmm.
You maybe throw Athens in there a little bit too. You throw Athens in there because of university. Yeah. So those are really like major attractions. Like I said, outside of Douglasville and such. But when you start talking about stuff like J, Georgia, and stuff like that,
yeah, like where
the Lonica. Well, I hope I said that damn thing. I can't never get it right because that used to be one of my routes going up there. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get the thoughts on tonight's game. Bills Titans. Who the hell? What you think of this outcome, Mike?
I'll probably be the only person in the world who I'm not buying the Bills. I'm just not buying. I think they're playing reckless football. It's only a matter of time before Josh Adams get hurt. They playing him like a running back, and I hate what they doing. They just running the offense through him. You never want to run an offense through one person because when he get hurt, they're not going to be able to win them close games.
Right.
He out here running, like he up here running quarterback draw, sweeps, and throwing the ball 50 times a game. Like, come on, bro. He young now, but that's not good. That's not a recipe for success even when you get in the playoffs. He's going to tire. He's a quarterback. He has the ball in his hands 90 times, about 96 times, probably even 98, 99% of the time during the game.
My bad. So the game is on right now. Man, don't they usually start the game at 8:25?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait, what? Okay, I guess they said shit. Man, ain't nobody care about this matchup. Let's go ahead and get it out the way early or something. But yeah, because we know Julio is playing, but I think AJ Brown is out.
Mm-hmm.
V said, how many of y'all have been
to Dallas, Georgia? I've been there.
Oh, I've been to Dallas. I used to run a route going out to Douglasville, Powder Springs, Dallas, Hiram. I know about that. Damn, boy, I like, damn, they changed. She said they changed it to 8:15. I'm about to say, damn, why they go 10 minutes earlier? It used to be at 8:25.
Okay.
What's that? He said AJ Brown is playing as we speak. At the end of the day, that team only is gonna go as far as Derrick Henry can run them. At the end of the day, that's all it's gonna be. Because if Derrick Henry ain't running 25, 30 times for 210 yards or between 150 to 200 yards, like I said, Ryan Tannehill looks pretty average when Derrick Henry doesn't run for that much. Consistently, he may have some games where he'll have that big game when Derrick Henry ain't running the ball well, but at the end of Derrick Henry is that offense. Let's see. Let's look at this right now. Let's look. Okay, let me look at the Tennessee Titans right now. Let's look. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up some stats on the Tennessee Titans. It won't let me. Come on, man. Y'all ain't gonna do me like that. all they doing pulling up the box score. Hold on. I'm about to say I just want to see what the Tennessee Titans look like. Remember, one of the AFC favorites to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm still I'm still gonna put that out there because that's the main thing everybody kept talking about. Tennessee Titans win the Super Bowl. But Derrick Henry is on pace right now. He had almost 700 rushing yards going into this week. This dude is literally on pace for 2,300 yard rushing. You see what's going on with Christian McCaffrey, right?
Yeah. I don't like that.
And look, as Seekbo said, Derrick Henry's yards per carry is starting to decline, though. Yes, bro. The thing is, when you put so many carries on a running back, no matter how big they are, it slows down because that's a lot of hits. Look at Christian McCaffrey with the damn Panthers right now.
That dude can't stay healthy for nothing.
That dude about to be out for another 3 weeks. So, yeah. But like I said, I think the Bills might. I think the Bills gonna take them tonight, though.
I think so.
I think the Bills gonna take. I think it's just gonna be on that defense. I think that defense alone is gonna do something. Because Gregory Rousseau had a good game last week. I want to see if he can improve on that. But you gotta remember, this Buffalo Bills secondary is they ain't scared of nobody. They look at AJ Brown, they look at Julio Jones. They don't give a damn. Micah Hyde is the playmaker on that damn secondary. He don't give a damn.
That's the way it need to be, though. Like I said, you got a front like that. You want your guys to be, have that attitude.
Right. But I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down for the night. We'll go ahead and get into this game. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in to us. Remember, Mondays, 7:05. You get kicking it with Kstylzz. Not just Kstylzz, just Kstylzz. And like I said, you getting the heavy hitters tomorrow.
Start of the week.
Starting a new week. We talking about the Miami Dolphins. So heavy hitters at 8 o'clock tomorrow. We talking about the Miami Dolphins matchup. Wednesdays, Sultry Seconds with Miss Maggie T. Y'all make sure y'all show her some love over there. And if you don't, we're gonna get Jamal Anderson out, the defensive end Jamal Anderson out of retirement and play for the Falcons if y'all don't. But like I said, Miss Maggie T. Sultry Seconds on Wednesdays, as well as y'all check out the late night show Wednesday at 10:30 with Noah Tyndale. Like I said, you get the 6-man combo on Thursday, and you get Friday Night Madness on Friday, and you get Red Clay Sports on Saturday. So, bro,
that's what it is. The one with Noah is the fantasy football show. So that's for every Wednesday. Y'all gotta tune in on Wednesdays.
Yeah, ain't no.
I will be.
I don't think. Nah, he ain't doing the fantasy stuff no more. Cause he said he tried to. He said he did so bad. Well, he like, nah, we're gonna calm down on that for a while. We
just go with the questions. Just go with the questions.
Exactly. But yeah, definitely make sure you check out everybody. Like I said, also y'all check out Kstylzz Sports as well. Got Tyrone in here. Y'all show him some love. They doing things. They got a show going on every week, and they cover more of sports than we do. They do the Atlanta Braves. They do Atlanta United, Georgia State, University of Georgia, Falcons, Braves, Hawks. They do it all just as well. But you got any final words for him, Mike?
Yep. You better call Tyrone.
Call him.
Hey man, y'all check out the Kstylzz Sports Podcast over there. Great group of guys. Also, if you have not heard already, Mad Mike Network. All right, this is where you can get most of the Atlanta Hawks and the Georgia Bulldogs content. We actually going to do a conjoined show whenever Tyrone does the Georgia Bulldogs. So you could either subscribe to Man Mike Network as well as Feel Sports Podcast to get the Georgia Bulldogs content. All right, so that right there is where it is. Hey man, I told you we got some of everything. Trust me, we got a lot of stuff coming on. But Falcons is always gonna be number one. But we're gonna show y'all that we much more than just some dumb football jocks. We know the game, we some fanatics, and at the end of the day, we're here for y'all. Whatever y'all want, that's what we're gonna try to do.
Oh yeah. Like I said, we definitely appreciate y'all. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to 6-Man Kstylzz channel. Like I said, I finally done hit the 500 mark. I saw Champagne and Don say that earlier. Like I said, I appreciate everybody. Hey, that was a long 465 that I was at.
Well, them goals be boy. I'd be like, come on, hurry up.
Exactly. So we definitely appreciate everybody that coming in. Devon, appreciate you joining in. Hey, like I said, hey, this is what we do, man. We sit here, we shoot our shit. We talk Falcon football. And like you said, if we're gonna be the main ones that's gonna have a positive outlook about the team, that's just what we're gonna do. We don't worry about nobody else. They can worry about us.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, when we say we are the nation is it's not just us that's on camera. This is y'all. This is what y'all here for. We're all one nation. Y'all heard that song? One nation under our rule. One nation. That's us. That's what we do.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I have to get to the Georgia Tech thing. I might make those do more shorts of those, but like I said, you definitely get a little bit more Georgia Tech. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all look at Miss Maggie T too, because that's the Hawks queen right now. That's the Hawks queen. If you want your Hawks news, you better go to her. You get a little Hawk stuff from me here now and there. Dwayne Boss said I was praying for you. Really? Hey, Dan, appreciate the love, man. I was praying for you. Hey, man. Hey, you know what they say sometimes, man? It's everybody doesn't go the same pace getting where they get as far as subscribers. It just depends. It just depends on the right timing, man. I guess it was just the right time for me to hit the 5. Next goal is gonna be the 6. Which is very, very fitting because I'll be the 6th man.
The 6 for the 6.
6 with a 6. Not triple sixes because I don't do that bullshit. But
all right.
But like I said, y'all make sure y'all continue to support everybody, Atlanta Falcon Nation as well. I'm gonna start bringing back them internet bad videos. I actually got 2 of them I'm working on right now. So if a lot of people don't know what the internet bad videos is, you might want to go ahead and check out the internet bad list on my channel. You'll see what the hell I'm talking about. if y'all know, I find the stupidest things on the internet and sit there and roast them. That's what I do. We'll talk about them.
I'm about to share it to the community tab on AFN and Mad Mike Sports, so you guys can check that out.
I got 2 of them I'm working on. and like I said, hey, definitely hit 6-Man Kstylzz on Twitter. Like I said, ask your questions. And like I said, leave your questions in the comments section of these videos on my channel. So like I said, if you got a question, we make a video about it and you get the shout out. You get the primary shout out of the video.
Mm-hmm.
This is y'all's contribution to what we do over here is the questions and the content.
Leave the comments. Please leave us the comment. We can make it for y'all.
Yeah. And like I said, if you leave the questions in the comments, you get the shout out of the video. But as we say here at Atlanta Falcon Nation, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't got to go home.
But you got to get the hell out of here.
Ooh.
He swooped that mug around that time.
Exactly.